Hey folks, Scott Grove here, Dr. Groovy from Groovy Music Lessons. .com got the Peavey Zodiac BXP. BXP, buy extra Peavey. Actually, maybe not on this one. Let's see, here's the bass. You saw it in the, excuse me, in the thumbnail. It's the one I picked up anyway. Uh, pretty. It's all alder, maple neck, rosewood fingerboard, 34-inch scale, 8-inch radius, PJ pickups, master volume for, well, not a master volume, but volume for each pickup, then a master tone in the back. The old style tuners, which I love, with the big old honking cloverleaf things going on and the open gears. I love those type of tuners because you chop off the ends of your strings and nobody gets impaled. For people who don't chop off their strings inside there and use these correctly, you should be shot. It does have a very narrow jazz bass type of neck when it comes down here. So if you like a P bass type of thing, you're not going to like this. If you like most Peavey basses, you're going to like it fine. But yes, it does get very thin up here, which I like because I have little bitty hands, which correlates with, oh, my shirt. I've had this shirt in my closet forever. I haven't broken it out. Dun, 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 it's Hendrix. I'm sucking it in so you can see that. These things are like skin tight, but hey, what a groovy, there's a groovy shot. Get out of there, hair. Okay, there you go. We had to have Jimmy in the shot. Okay, so the bass, what about it? I picked it up. It was originally like $400 back in 2008 when they were made. Whoever had it at their store wanted $199.99 for it. I got it for $129.99 on Reverb.com from whoever who thought it was meant. But it does have heavy metal player pick scratches in the top part that lets you know they play it down at their knees and they're playing with a pick, like just so that sucks. Okay, the bass itself, what's my overall thing? Oh, one more thing. I'll put it this way. The bridge actually has a little bit of mass to it, but it also has, who knows if it fits way on all of them, but see where I've got the saddles at, they're all almost bottomed out. So you do have the screws all sticking way up. Of course, anybody wants to, being that it has a bolt-on neck, which is a beautiful thing. Loosen up these two screws right back here, throw a guitar pick all the way under right about here, throw a pick there and then screw them back. That'll put the neck at an angle back this way. Then you can raise your action back up and it will come at another angle, kind of like a Gibson would. Puts a little bit back angle on the entire neck. So it took all that for me to get it down there. Okay, so the Alnico pickups, they just don't do it for me. The whole, it's beautiful and it cleans up nice, kind of like me. But it just doesn't do it for me the same way that the BXP Millenniums do, the ones that have like the fake curly or quilted maple fronts. I got one of them, 5-string blue one. It's on here. You can check the review on that one. I bought it for like $80 and gave it to my bass player at the time, and for his birthday he never said thanks at all. Then a week later I got out of that band, but he never bothered to give it back either. So anyway, so rosewood fingerboard. The back of the maple neck is very raw. It feels like it's not quite finished being sanded yet. It feels like when you can feel the sawdust even after a previous owner. So you might want to go over that with some real super fine, steel wool, and maybe glass it too, if you know what that is, if you play billiards at all, or pool. If you get the maple fingerboard one, it will have all the real thick poly all over the front of it and the back of it. So just to let you know, they make a gorgeous butterscotch, like the 52 Telly thing with the black pick guard, and then every color you can imagine, of course, all the fender colors anyway. And they're going for nothing. But I would honestly say, if you're going to spend the money, get the Millennium that has the 2 jazz pickups. I've had a lot of those, and wish I had one now. I know there's a guy here that wants my Peavey G5 with the graphite neck. I'm going to sell it to you. I just keep forgetting to answer you back. But yeah, those Millenniums are just a lot better. You might like this better, but anyway. Here we go. I think this strap costs more than the bass did. It's a hell of a strap. Scotty and his strap-ons. Okay, so I've got the bass amp here, which is the Heart Key. I know, it is what it is. This one is a HA550 head. I've got the compressor shut completely off, so you don't hear none of that. Let's see what else. Going through 2 Ashdown. The high-end ones from England, not the imports. These are the 410H cabinets. So going through 2 of those, and they're behind the camera. Going through you're just picking up the camera mic. It's picking those up, and it's about 5 feet behind you. Okay, so the P-bass pickups. See, tone wide open, P-bass. Scott, turn it on. I like that. Gotta get that going all at once. Okay, now get rid of that jazz pickup. Okay. Doing exactly what it should be doing, which is adding a little actual brilliance to your P-bass pickup. Okay, and you'll be able to notice that in a second. Same thing. What's that? Jethro Tull. Bring both of them wide open. Okay, typical stuff. So, I mean, it does what it's supposed to, and for that money, you can't really beat it, except for, again, for the same money, I really enjoy the BXP. Millennium's a lot better. Again, it might just be me, and it always is. It's very subjective. Will I keep this? Probably not. You're like, well, why don't you make it better since you kind of dig it? I may, and I may not. It's always a tough battle. But I had to get it, for that price, and at least check it out. And let you guys know exactly what I think about it. And for that price, you just have to. It might be a hidden gem, it might not. And then again, this might be the worst one ever made of these. I honestly couldn't tell you. But the Millenniums I've played a bunch of, and they are consistently amazing. And these are the Chinese Peavey things, and as well as the Millenniums. But they are, like I said, just consistently just a better bass, I think, by about what would feel like $500 more on the Millennium. You know, it's like, again, these came out at $400 on these, like a $395 or whatever, with no case. And again, to get it at this price is great and would make somebody, I'm sure, quite happy. But for the same price, you can still find the other ones, which I like more. Here's the pick action. Okay, good for, that's probably where they got all this stuff. See what we do, Parasite by Kiss. I always gotta do a Kiss song, and I'm always tired of doing the one everybody expects me to do. Just that much. Somebody ought to be able to tell me which one that is, because I'm always doing that one instead. But or see, what's another great Kiss tune? All of them. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, the pick thing, somebody really did a bad thing, but it sounds pretty clear when you try to clear up notes like. Comes out a lot clearer. Okay, so okay, so there you go. Again, it came out in 2008, and it came and went. And it's not going to grow on me, I just know it. Not like fungus. Nothing else among us is going to make me love this bass. New pickups? No. Just something says the other ones are much better, and I will get another Millennium bass just because they're cool. I'll probably sell this to get one. I'm going to go ahead and sand down the back of the neck. You know, like I said, with the oh, my poor brain still does it. Steel wool, and then I'm going to glass it with a shot glass. You know, rub it down there, and it'll feel like flipping glass. You know, but without getting stuck on it. See what that does. Adjust the pickups. Actually, I haven't got to that and much else other than setting the intonation and the height of the strings, which were like this far off the bass, and they were all shoved as far forward as they could, the saddles were. So I made it playable. I'll go through the rest of it and check it out, but that's basically it. I'm not disgruntled or unhappy about it, but it's worth the $130. That's all I can say. You know, it's just my particular opinion. So be groovy. Yeah, there's 21 frets here. Again, it is an alder body, if that matters to you. Strings go straight through the bridge, nothing through the back. For anybody who thinks there's a difference, no, it makes no difference if the strings go through the body. That does not add sustain. I know I blocked 10 of you at least already in the first day. about that one. And don't forget, when Leo Fender went over to start his G&L company, they quit doing the string through the body bullshit on the tellies, the ASATs. The only time that came back is after Fender died. So he realized that too. They don't need to go through the body. So much easier for everything. Much easier, quick string up, all that stuff. So you guys be groovy. I already am. Dr. Groovy, Scott Grove, GroovyMusicLessons.com. Come check out whatever's over there. I don't get over there much since they made me take down my little forum and other places people could write to me. Bastards, pay them all that money and I can't have my own content. Oh well, it's always been the way of the groovy. You guys be groovy. I just got done watching Hillary Clinton and who's that other guy? Trump do the first debate, so you know what day it is. Okay? So anyway, good lordy, I have, no it doesn't matter. Anyway, a bunch of other stuff coming in, more guitars, more guitars, more guitars. I might have some more basses too. I can't remember what all I bought, but there's stuff coming in. So, I don't know where I'm going to put it. You guys, take care, bye.